viewers, welcome to Astrophil. To all the Astrophils out there, welcome to another video. Before starting the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon for more updates. Today, we are going to explore one of the deepest mysteries, a place where thousands of lives were lost, numerous ships, cargo planes and airplanes went into unknown. Yes, you're right, the Bermuda Triangle. A stretch of the Atlantic Ocean running between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda has been credited with the deaths and disappearances of over 8,000 lives since the mid-19th century. It is spread across 500,000 square miles. Though the exact number is not known, at least 300 ships and 75 airplanes have disappeared in the triangle, often without a trace. The Bermuda Triangle has become the subject of endless legends, myths, and conspiracies. We're breaking down some of the biggest ones today. Some have called it the Devil's Triangle. Others have referred to it as Limbo of the Lost or the Hoodoo Sea. But to most, it is the Bermuda Triangle, a stretch of water in the Atlantic Ocean known to swallow ships and vanish planes. The Bermuda Triangle is infamous for making everything from cargo ships to airplanes disappear. The mysterious body of water is clouded with rumors of suspicion, if not supernatural activity. Over the past century, the Bermuda Triangle has been swallowing vessels and is blamed for the loss of hundreds of lives. Here, we recap its strangest disappearances. For centuries, the Bermuda Triangle has been mystified as a harrowing patch of ocean where sailors and pilots are prone to lose contact with the natural world and disappear forever. Though the US government does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle as an actual geographic location or threat, its legends have long painted a picture of death, mystery, and fear. We're breaking down the history of the triangle and some of its most notorious tales. Explore if you dare. Bermuda, and the long stretch of sea before it, has been turned to myth for centuries. Some even believe that William Shakespeare's play The Tempest is based on tales of sorcery and shipwreck in that area. When Christopher Columbus passed through the Bermuda Triangle on his first voyage to the New World, he recorded that a bursting flame of fire struck the sea and caused a strange light to appear in the distance a few weeks later. In 1881, legend has it that the Ellen Austin, a ship sailing from Liverpool to New York, encountered a ghost ship in the Bermuda Triangle, and things quickly went awry. When the Ellen Austin approached the foggy waters of the Sargasso Sea, an area of the Atlantic Ocean that overlaps with the Bermuda Triangle, the crew encountered a fully stocked abandoned ship. Seeing this as an opportunity to seize valuable cargo, they sent some of their men in to occupy the ship and sail the remaining journey side by side. But a wicked storm quickly separated the two ships, and when they were reunited the next day, there wasn't a trace of the crew in sight. The ship was once more abandoned, but left packed with valuable resources, so the captain of the Ellen Austin tried boarding it again. But when the crew members got aboard for the second time, a thick and blinding fog rolled in and separated the ships. When the fog finally cleared, the ghost ship had completely vanished. In 1895, Joshua Slocum, the first man to sail solo around the world, vanished on a voyage from Martha's Vineyard to South America. Slocum should have never been lost at sea. He was known as a fantastic sailor, and his unexpected disappearance has since been attributed to Bermuda Triangle. In 1918, the US Navy's largest and fastest fuel ship, the USS Cyclops, disappeared en route from the Caribbean to Baltimore with 309 crew members and didn't leave a single trace of what had happened. In 1941, a Navy ship called the USS Proteus was carrying 58 passengers and a cargo of ore from St. Thomas to East Coast when it suddenly vanished in the Bermuda Triangle. 1 month later, its sister ship, the USS Nereus, disappeared with 61 people along the same route. In 1945, the legend of the Bermuda Triangle began to take hold even more when 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from a naval base in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and vanished in the Atlantic Ocean before completing their mission. Flight 19 was scheduled to complete a 3-hour exercise, which entailed heading east to conduct bombing runs, then flying over Grand Bahama Island and eventually pivoting southwest to return home. But along the way, the flight's leader, Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, became paranoid when his compass failed and he believed that the planes were moving in the wrong direction. He instructed his fleet to fly northeast, thinking he was heading towards Florida, but really just traveling deeper into the Atlantic. As the planes reached closer towards the Bermuda Triangle, their signals began fading. Eventually, all communication was cut and the planes were never seen again. The last thing recorded in the communications by the Flight 19 passengers were eerie reports on their location. "Everything looks strange, even the ocean," said one pilot, and then he said, "It looks like we are entering white water. We're completely lost." The disappearance of Flight 19 was so baffling that the official Navy report said it was as if they had flown to Mars. In 1948, a DC-3 commercial flight vanished over the triangle with 29 passengers and 2 crew members headed towards Miami. 50 miles before reaching the city, the plane's captain, Robert Lindquist, radioed the Miami airport for landing instructions, but the radio was met with silence and the plane was never seen again. That same year, a British average shooter plane dubbed Star Tiger vanished in the Bermuda Triangle without a trace. 25 passengers and 6 crew members were on board and no wreckage or information was ever found. 1 year later, in 1949, a GAGRE plane dubbed Star Ariel departed from Bermuda to Kingston, Jamaica, but the flight suddenly lost communications when it switched over to Kingston frequency above the Bermuda Triangle. Though the weather was clear and the flight appeared to be on track, it was never seen or heard from again. In 1963, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a large tanker ship carrying 39 passengers and molten sulfur, was last seen near the southern coast of Florida. After more than 2 weeks of looking, the rescue team only found a few pieces of debris and life preservers. In 1967, the people on the 590-foot cargo ship Sylvia L. Osa became victims of the Triangle's mysteries when the ship suddenly disappeared with 37 people on board. Though debris including life preservers and a lifeboat was found, the ship itself was never again detected. Theories about the Bermuda Triangle have been rampant for decades. Some suggest that the Triangle's mysteries are a result of alien activity. Others believe it's the powerful workings of the mythical underwater city Atlantis. The mysteries surrounding the Bermuda Triangle are numerous. Many logical theories have been formed and written off. As of now, the tragedies surrounding the triangle have lessened. Scientists also found the reason as of why cargo ships and airplanes entering the triangle have never returned. Now we've come to the best part of the video, the solved mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. A team of American scientists from the University of Colorado analyzed weather images of this notorious area and noticed a series of unusual hexagonal clouds on them. The meteorologists theorized that these clouds might act like real air bombs. It's believed that they are the main cause of the deadly blasts of air which can easily exceed 170 miles per hour. These hurricane-force winds rarely blow up the air and can generate waves of more than 45 feet in length. No ship can survive such a storm and no aircraft can withstand such a terrific wind. The clouds don't form sharp edges, but looks like the Devil's Triangle has a special status and is an exception to it. Scientists from all over the globe are trying to figure out what causes such anomalies in our infamous Bermuda Triangle. If you liked the video, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon for more updates. Don't forget to hit that like button and keep sharing.